the month of March. The month of March gets its name from the Roman god Mars. The Greek name was Ares. He was the god of war, also the god of agricultural gardening. Check this out. Standing in my backyard. Got this coming up. Got the wild verbena coming up. But as I think of our word March, we have the name of the month, but also it is used to describe walking in a line with other people to a particular cadence or rhythm following a leader. The Apostle Paul's favorite word for the Christian life is walk. It's the Greek word peripateo. We get our word pateo, foot, podiatrist. It's his favorite word. Almost 100 times in the New Testament you find this word walk, means to walk about, to tread around. But 5 times in the New Testament you find a different word. It's the word sometimes translated walk. For example, Galatians 5:25, told to walk by the Spirit. Better translation, keep in step with the Spirit. It is the word for March. Today being the first day of March, it is a time that agricultural gardening is in, full bloom. No pun intended. But it is also an opportunity to think about what is it to march. 2 things about marching. One is you have a leader. There's someone that is leading the march, whether it's the drum major or the drill sergeant. In fact, shout out to Ellen. She was the first female drum major in the history of our high school. Laid down her trumpet first chair and led the band her senior year in high school. Thank you, sweetheart. So you either have a drum major or a drill sergeant. We've got a young man who grew up in our church. He's in Army ROTC. And I said, what are you doing on Saturday? He said, well, we have drill. I said, do you march? He said, you better believe we march. So you got to have a leader. Number 2, you got to have a cadence. You got to have some kind of a rhythm with which you move. You got to, quote unquote, keep in step. Shout out to my lifelong friend, Dr. D. Jennings. Not only did he march with us in the high school band, but he went on to play in the University of Texas Longhorn Band. In fact, he's in the alumni band even now. In high school, we marched 8 to 5, 8 steps for 5 yards. In college, they marched, UT Longhorn Band, 6 steps to 5 yards. You got to keep in step. So let me just encourage you on this first day of March to think about what it is to march. You just don't take off on your own. You march with a group of people. Also, you have a leader. Follow the leader. Also, you have a cadence. You have to keep in step. My exhortation today, Galatians 5:25. The Spirit has given you life. March according to. Keep in step with the Spirit. God bless you. Have a good evening.